for the last race. The Get Out Stakes, and away they go. And Dynamic Moss left away in front. From second spot, Laststrikeyourout, followed by Star of the Turf and Herzl. He'll be back last of all. So as they come down and greet the judge with a lap left to go. And it's Dynamic Moss who leads them into the back. Out from Star of the Turf in second spot, and then Laststrikeyourout, who's on the outside of Herzl, who's last of the four. So the four runners now, they work their way towards the 1400 metre mark, and it's Dynamic Moss in front from Star of the Turf in second spot. Back in third then is Herzl, who's just a length in front of Laststrikeyourout, who's about 5 lengths off the leader, which is Dynamic Moss. So as they make their way uphill, and then they're going to go downhill, and it's Dynamic Moss, the front runner. Still shows the way from in second spot now is Herzl, who's made a little bit of ground up the inside from Star of the Turf. And Laststrikeyourout is last of the four. 80 starts between these four runners and just a tick over $81,000 in prize money. And the front runner is still Dynamic Moss from Herzl. Star of the Turf in third, and Laststrikeyourout is last of the four runners. So now they roll about closer to the 1,000 metres, and they're just about to go downhill. And as we start to pick them up here in the bushes, and it is still in front, it is of course Herzl who's now taking the lead from Dynamic Moss as they get to the 800, then followed by Star of the Turf, and Laststrikeyourout is last of all. Bit of an interesting tactics here about the 600 metre mark, and it's Herzl just in front of Dynamic Moss. Star of the Turf centre light round the outside, and Laststrikeyourout is last of all. They've got about 400 metres left to go, and it's in front now taking the lead, Dynamic Moss. From in second spot, Star of the Turf. Herzl gone, he's going to run last, and Laststrikeyourout comes to the outside. In the straight, Dynamic Moss in front from Star of the Turf. Herzl's gone back along the inside, he's coming again, and then Laststrikeyourout stretched right across the track here, the four of them in the last. Laststrikeyourout hits the front for Matty Morris. Laststrikeyourout wins it. From in second spot, Star of the Turf, and then Dynamic Moss, and last of all was Herzl in an interesting finish to the last, but it's Laststrikeyourout who wins the Get Out. Matty Morris takes it. Came right down close to the outside fence. She rode a patient race at the toe of the field and has come with a withering run aboard the 3-year-old Bay filly by Striker, and she makes it back-to-back wins. For Nicole Dickson at Balnarring,